What's up, guys? Zeenigami here, and let's go through Treasure Map Hancock on the Japanese version of One Piece Treasure Cruise. Ooh, look at that pretty gal. Look at that pretty gal. We've got two pretty girls. We got a little something right here. Oh, it's not even showing up right. Oh, well. We've got... Alright, you know what? You get out of here. You get out of here, tiny little thing. We got beautiful little Hancock. We got beautiful little Rebecca. But, so, Hancock has a... has the... rooster, the parrot, the chicken, little ambush spots once again. So if you get on one of these ambush spots, Hancock will start hunting you down, which means there are a total of 6 fights that you have to take care of in this treasure map. Hancock is going to be the ambush fight. She shows up. She'll start chasing you down. Whenever you fight her, you always want to try to fight her. You want to go out of your way every single time to try to hit Toucan Sam. Because whenever you hit Toucan Sam, not only do you get 50% extra treasure map points, but also when you beat Hancock, you get 1.5 times to all stats for the rest of the run. So trying to hit Toucan Sam, trying to get ambush Hancock, go out of your way to try to get one of those points. There's also, the map that I'm on right now, it's actually guaranteed that you get the Toucan Sam. Because there's a total of 5 points that you can always get, either 1 through 5, whichever way you go, you can get it. So Hancock, if you are not familiar with how ambush works, this is not a character restricted fight. So you can use any character on this fight, and any characters that you bring on this fight, they will not be disqualified from your other team. So you can go ahead and bring your highest points boosting team that you want. The only important characters we're going to be bringing on this team are Treasure Map Enel and Shanks. Really, I am bringing Hancock on this team. I am bringing Big Mom. I am bringing the treasure map boosted Moria. Moria is nice because he is a despair remover and he also gives us more points, but you really don't even need him. By using a treasure map Enel captain, we're gonna have all our Psi, Dex, and Strength characters, basically Jinbei colors, get their cooldowns greatly reduced at the start. So if you want to use red, green, or yellow characters on this fight, because this fight is only 3 stages long. So as we get in here, turn 1, we're going to get our red, green, and yellow colors reduced. Boop, 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 boop. So red, green, yellow specials basically start out ready. Hancock is only here because I want to get extra proficiency points on my Hancock for free. Big Mom is here for proficiency points once again. Shanks is here because he's more proficiency points once again. So feel free to replace basically everybody on this team. Stage 2, going to cut our health by half. Doesn't matter, we're just going to pass a turn, let Enel do their thing, kills everybody. Later on you might have to attack, but for now, we don't have to do anything. Hancock. Hancock starts out at 1.5 million hit points. She'll despair us for 3 turns, she'll lower our chain, despair us for 4 turns, lower our chain for 3 turns. And she'll prevent all damage from side characters 1 turn and prevent delay for 4 turns. We're going to use Moria to get rid of the despair. Also gives us end of turn damage. We can use Shanks this turn to give us a little bit of damage. And also helps give us matching orbs. And then Shanks damage will do a little bit. You do not want her to get below 20% because below 20% she's going to... silence you for 20 turns, I think that is. It's either silence or bind for 20 turns. Can I check to make sure? Yeah, she silences for 20 turns. This ain't too bad. But on turn 2, as soon as the side damage goes away, use your Shanks, use your Enel specials, use your Big Mom special, then you can take her down. As this gets more difficult for you, you feel free to swap out whatever characters you want. Obviously, my Hancock is not getting used at all. My Big Mom is not getting used at all. You can replace those for other characters that actually deals damage. But for now, I want to bring them. So that way, I want to bring characters that either give me more points on this treasure map, so high treasure map points boosters, or characters who need a lot of proficiency points, because the ambush fight is going to give you a nice 150,000 proficiency points. So it really, you just watch them just shoot up there. It saves you a lot of potions over time. And you'll be able to easily max out a few, even legendary characters just by doing that fight. On to the actual mini-boss fights. Remember that if you fight a mini-boss on the map, you don't have to fight them again on the final stage. And by fighting them on the map, they are easier. They're basically the level 1 fight. So if you're having a hard time with any fight, you want to aim for that. I also always, if I get the Toucan Sam, I always want to go down a route that leads me towards the rock that Hancock breaks. That secret route gives us more better drops. It gives us the standard refill point and also rainbow chest points. So you always want to try to hit that. Versus Rebecca, I'm going to be using a Ambush Sengoku team. Basically, Ambush Sengoku and Fortnite Sanji are the only important characters on this team. If you do not have Ambush Sengoku, totally fine. Replace them with anyone else. You can use an Ambush Sengoku friend captain with a fighter or cerebral team, since that's basically what this is. You can use Gear 4 Luffy team and bring a friend Sengoku. You can use double Gear 4 Luffy and you bring a sub Sengoku. But I'm just going to be using Sengoku captains. Find someone with a max out friend Sengoku if you want. Don't forget that Sengoku has his cooldowns reduced by 7 turns, so that makes stalling a lot easier. And the reason we really want to use Sengoku is because Rebecca is going to give us all 1 color orbs. So she's going to give us full primary color orbs, either red, green, blue, yellow, or purple. Just full 1 color orb. And with full orbs, it is going to, if we use a special orb manipulation, if you use an orb manipulation special, she's going to give us all block or bomb orbs every single time. So we want to avoid using orb manipulation specials. There is a mini boss on this stage, and that's what we're bringing Sanji for. Mini boss is going to be Jinbei, maybe? I think it's Jinbei. We'll find out. But the mini boss is going to boost his defense greatly for 2 turns, and Sanji is going to remove that. And it should be on stage 6. Oh, it's Nekomamushi. Darn. Wrong dude. He is quick, though. Not this guy. That's not a mini boss. He just gets out of here. We have mini boss Nekomamushi. Nekomamushi preemptively boosts his defense for 2 turns. We use Sanji, gets rid of that defense boost. We can move orbs around, whatever, it doesn't matter. Thanks. And without his defense boost, he'll go down easily over 2 turns. You can use a Sengoku, a Bellamy if you want on this stage. If Bellamy is ready, you can use Bellamy. You can also use your Kizaru for cooldown reduction if you're using a team like I am. If you use Gear 4, you can also use Gear 4 to kill that stage. So here, we're giving all single color orbs. We're going to use Sengoku. Gonna give us a health cut, give us an orb boost, and makes all orbs count as matching. You can use another one for a health cut, and you can use Kizaru to, don't use Kizaru, because if you use Kizaru, he'll give himself a blue orb. If you have blue orbs, you can use Kizaru, and that'll be okay, probably, I think. I think that won't trigger the special jumps, since he won't change his orb from blue to blue. But just don't use it to be safe. Just use the double Sengoku specials. Gives you a 2 times orb boost, and all matching, and take him out. Easy peasy. A lot of these fights, you want to beware of their below 50%. For example, on Rebecca, below 50%, she is going to double her attack for 99 turns. Not super dangerous, but something that you should be aware of. Starts at only 440,000 hit points and attacks for 3,300 every turn. And against Vivi, Vivi is going to actually be a int character. A lot of these fights also change their colors for whatever reason. So she looks like she's a Psy fight, but she's actually a int fight. We're going to be using a full-on cerebral team. Caesar, you can use a double law team. You can use a law friend captain. One thing I will be using is, if I get the ambush fight, I'm going to use a... Do I have one? Do I have Rayleigh as a friend captain? Because Rayleigh is a cerebral captain. So for a while, just getting that little extra points boost in there. Vivi is one of the more annoying fights, but not very dangerous. Vivi has a 2-turn silence, and there really isn't a good silence remover except for rare recruit characters. So there's some rare recruit silence removers, but I don't have them, so I'm just going to stall out those 2 turns. Another strategy is to use your boosts, such as Sengoku or Caesar on stage 6, and then use Dofi to extend those boosts and then burst on the final stage but you'll want to use specials that don't deal damage, otherwise you'll kill the stage. So you can't really use Sengoku and Caesar boosts and extend those, but if you use a type booster and then extend them, you can do that. But no real good free-to-play silence removers, so we're just going to stall out the 2 turns, and then we're going to burst on turn 3. She starts at 600,000 hit points. She will attack for 4,000 damage every turn at the start. She'll also she'll also shuffle orbs. Oh, you reduced your cooldown? It's a little annoying, but I'm not gonna worry about it. She'll also reduce your cooldowns and just be a little annoying. Duck Squadron boosts his attack, prevents debuffs, kill Duck first. Don't worry about Turtle. You can stall on Turtle for a little bit. Bye, Duck. The left column will always be empty and bomb orbs, and the right column will always be either recovery or matching orbs when she does her shuffle. She'll also lower your chain for 4 turns. I think this is stage 5. This is stage 6, yep. Below 50%, Vivi is going to despair. Like I said earlier, there's a lot of below 50% effects on these fights, so avoid that below 50%. And below 20%, she'll boost her attack and get damage threshold. So you really want to avoid the below 50 and below 20% unless you have ways to deal with those. So gonna silence us for 2 turns. Lower our chain, give us block and bomb orbs. Not gonna worry about it, just gonna punch her. For now, we can punch her safely. Later on, if you're having a hard time, you can always just wait on those recovery orbs and eat those recovery orbs on the 2nd turn after she attacks. And on turn 3, we can use our specials. Gonna use our orb boost, gonna use our type boost. Rayleigh, depending on your treasure map level, will also be an orb boost, but for now, I'm gonna just use Caesar's 175, Sengoku's 1.5 times type boost. And I'm also going to get fully matching orbs with Guild Tesoro here. Always nice. And if you want, you can extend those boosts with Dofi. Sure. Oh wait, Dofi shuffles non-matching orbs. Oh my god, beneficial matching orbs. Use Dofi before your Guild Tesoro. Stupid beneficial matching orbs, so it's counting as matching orbs. Whatever. Totally still counts in our heart. Next fight is gonna be versus Sugar. Sugar is a pretty easy fight, but it looks really intimidating. You really only need 2 characters for Sugar. We're gonna use a treasure map, a Nell Captain, and we're gonna use a Niwatori sub. And the reason we want Niwatori sub is basically going to deal with Sugar by himself. Sugar is going to have a 44 hit combo barrier. She's also gonna have 3 Cracker Dolls in front of her. You can use a Brook team if you want, that will help out. But with a 44 hit combo barrier, a 99 turn 44 hit combo barrier, you're gonna have a pretty hard time stripping that, except with Niwatori. He'll kill one of the dudes in front of Sugar, and each one of the dudes in front of Sugar carries a buff with him. So there's 3 Cracker Dolls. The middle Cracker Doll gives everybody barriers, so as soon as you kill him, all the barriers go away. The Cracker Doll on the left is the one who gives a attack boost. And the Cracker Doll on the right is the one who gives recovery. Yeah, so the one on the left gives attack boost, the one on the right gives recovery every turn. By killing the middle one, we're going to burst them down after that. Double Anel team, you should have your specials ready. By the time you get there, you don't have to do anything. Anel makes everything super, super easy. Just chillax. There is a Sadie mini-boss. Binds one character. Binds another character. You have level 3 anti-bind. It doesn't matter. Sadie doesn't have too much health. She did. Easy peasy. Not even a mini-boss. Not even worth worrying about. And we'll have Anel special ready right before there. Gear 4 is... no one else on this team matters. We have some Dex characters is all we need. Any Dex characters at all. We really only need Niwatori and Anel. Sugar starts out with only 400,000 hit points. Attacks for 2,500 every turn. Be careful because every 2 turns, Sugar is going to blow away one of your characters. So he's going to blow away your bottom left, then middle right, then your middle left, then your captain, then your friend captain. No, she's gonna blow away bottom right, bottom left, middle right, middle left, then your captain, then friend captain. So she's gonna work her way up from the bottom, blowing away characters every 2 turns. Use Niwatori, he'll pierce through barriers, he'll kill the middle guy, gets rid of all barriers. If you have Niwatori fully limit broken, you can use him again. But Enel special will kill everybody. Later on in treasure maps, you might have to use 2 Enel specials. Later on, you might have to use 2 Enel specials and Niwatori. And then you can just attack after that. There are lots of ways to get through this fight. Just use a Niwatori to kill the middle guy who gets rid of all the barriers. Next stage is going to be versus Perona. Perona, I'm going to be using my new Big Mom. Yeah, just going to flex my Big Mom. You can use a friend Big Mom team. If you're using a Big Mom will just take everything. So you can use a Big Mom team and anyone else you want to use. Just a single Big Mom special basically takes care of the entire fight for a while. Sabo is nice. With Big Mom, you can always bring Cracker and Daifuku. Cracker and Daifuku make a great combo because they'll give you all... Cracker will give you all Dex orbs, and Daifuku will, since you have all Dex orbs, delay and give a chain boost. I think it's delay and gives chain boost. Let me make sure. Daifuku, if you have all Dex, delays for 2 turns and adds 0.8 to the chain. So Cracker Daifuku, a nice combo. I'm using Buggy and Sabo in this team. Buggy just so that way we get more points. And if you have Big Mom with some skill ups, you won't even need to stall because Big Mom special will be ready. You can save a recovery orb so that way you can actually feed her and use your specials later on. But it's not going to matter too much. Perona is going to start at 540,000 hit points. Perona is going to be a Dex fight. She's going to limit your chain to 1.1 for 5 turns, and she's going to double your damage taken for 5 turns. Senmura! That's right, Big Mom. I know you're a hungry gal. I'm going to keep this food to feed you, I promise. It's going to get their specials pretty short cooldown thanks to the treasure map boost. Big Moms will kill everybody. Cool. Sure, we'll feed him now. Why not? Below 20%, Perona will bind non-side characters for 10 turns, so try to avoid that below 20%. On death, Perona is going to revive. When she revives, she is going to summon 2 little ghosts. And whenever she attacks after reviving, she will despair your captains for 5 turns. So watch out for that revive, although killing her after revive shouldn't be too much of a problem. So Perona, Dex, attacks every turn for 3,400. At the start, it will go up. Locks our chain, increases damage taken. Big Mom special just kills her right now, but, you know, imagine that you actually had to attack. Summons more hollows, does end of turn damage for 7 turns. That end of turn damage is actually 0.4 times her attack. So the end of turn damage, although it does basically nothing to me now, that will be going up later on. But at the same time, just isn't too dangerous. Pretty easy fight. Just using one friend, Big Mom, will just take care of the entire fight for you. And then next we have... Is that all of them? I think we have Moria next. Moria, the final fight for Hancock Treasure Map. Against Moria, we're going to be using a Judge and Jinbei team, although we can use double Judge. Once again, you'll notice that Hancock is on his team, even though Hancock does absolutely nothing for us. This is the first treasure map on Japan where the treasure map character is boosted on their own treasure map. So it's nice to have Hancock there just so that way we can get some free limit break points. I'm going to use a Jinbei friend captain because Jinbei is better than a double Judge team, although a double Judge team is also totally fine. Moria is here for end of turn damage and also to be the red character in attacking red, yellow, green for Jinbei. Red, yellow, green to activate Jinbei. You can replace Moria with anyone. Heracleson also is not being used. His special is there, but we're not going to need it since stage 6. Hancock, no, Stage 6 Moria is going to take care of everything for us. Stage 6 Moria is going to give us 1 orb of every single color, which activates Jinbei's special already. So on Stage 6, we're going to get a... there's going to be a special interrupt on the mini-boss stage, but not on the final stage. And if you manipulate orbs on the mini-boss stage, he will give you all 1 orb of every single color. So he's going to give 1 color orb every single time. Or not 1... Well, you'll see. You'll see which color orbs he gives you. 1 every single color. He basically gives you Jinbei orbs. Or Heraclean orbs. Whichever one you want to call it. Stage 6 Moria has 2-turn perfect hit barrier. 2 perfect hit barrier for 2 turns. He attacks every single turn, starts off at 400,000 hit points. He'll give you 2 turns of burn as well, which Shanks will help take care of that. I'm going to pass the first turn. I'm not even going to bother dealing with the barrier yet. Turn 2, I'm going to use Shanks. That will get rid of our burn and get rid of his barrier, and also trigger his special interrupt. But it doesn't matter. Trigger special interrupt, goes back to normal, but he doesn't clear buffs. So we'll attack. Shanks' buff will do all the heavy lifting. Good, good, good. You can also use Jinbei here, or you can save Jinbei until turn 4 because you're not going to be able to use attack boost or orb boost for a little while on Moria. Moria starts off at 1 million hit points. He attacks every turn for 4,200. He has a bunch of zombies around him, and he'll rewind your right column specials by 1 turn. Has 5 turns of debuff prevention, and also gives you a 1.01, so literally 1% attack and 1% orb boost for 3 turns. So you can't really use attack or orb boost for the first 3 turns. Every single turn, he'll summon more zombies, which Moria is quite good for that, since Moria will deal end of turn damage for 3 turns. So if you can't kill him yet, you can use Moria's special, and Moria's end of turn will kill all the zombies around here. Below 20%, he'll also despair both captains for 20 turns, so watch out for that. Final stage does not have a special interrupt, so we can use Shanks to give us matching orbs. We can also use Heracles' special to manipulate orbs if we want. You could use Judge as an affinity boost in the next turn if you waited that long. But for now, he's not going to have enough health to actually even survive these attacks. Later on, I'll use Judge special to give us an affinity boost, and if I need to, I can stall out all 3 turns and then use the friend Jinbei special to give us the attack boost. If we use the friend Jinbei, that's what we're saving Heraclean for, so that we can use Heraclean and give us the right specials to activate Jinbei's better special ability for having 1 of every single color orb, and makes all those orbs count as matching for your team. So that's it. That's all the fights. Treasure Map Hancock is pretty sweet. Treasure Map Hancock is a int free spirit shooter character. 5-star character, fully limit broken captain ability, boost the attack of shooters by 2.25 times, boost their recovery by 1.3 times. If you killed an enemy on the previous turn, her attack boost is going to increase all the way up until a 3.25 times attack boost after 6 kills. So after 6 kills, just like version 1 Legend Aokiji, every single kill increases her captain ability until it goes up to 3.25, which is a pretty nice attack boost, especially for a free-to-play character. So, great shooter captain. Special ability also is an absolute beast of a special ability, and it breaks it down like this. She reduces the enemy's defense by 100% for 1 turn. Removes damage threshold, end of turn healing, and resilience by 2 turns, and heals for 10,300 damage. 10,300 hit points heal. If you have an empty orb, changes your captain's empty orb into an int and locks your captain orb for 1 turn. If your captain's orb is int, then she'll boost the attack against enemies with reduced defense by 1 turn and changes your captain's orb into Psi. If your captain's orb is Psi, boosts orbs of shooters by 2 turns and changes the orb back into int. It's a really long special, but she also has 2-turn specials, or double use special as a limit break ability, so you can use her special twice the first time you use it. So that means basically Hancock gives you 100% defense reduction, heals for 20,600, removes 4 turns of attack, end of turn healing, and resilience, changes your captain's orb into either int or Psi, gives you a 2x shooter orb boost for 1 turn, and gives you a 1.75 times defense conditional attack boost for 1 turn. Pretty awesome. Not only is she a conditional attack booster that fulfills herself, but she also is a 2x shooter orb booster, and has barrier penetration as a limit break, has double special use as a limit break, has amazing art. Absolutely 10 out of 10 characters. Basically just has the longest special in the world though. I've been Zeenigami, guys. Go farm your Hancock. Don't forget that if you're missing any characters, there is the blue ticket shop. You can go to blue ticket shop, buy either limit break materials or buy extra copies of whatever treasure map characters you're missing. If you're missing a treasure map character, my first recommendation is to buy 1 copy of the treasure map character for 1,000. Buy all the crystals and jewel fragments that you need to max them out. And then maybe buy a few skill points. Do not worry about buying the 8 extra copies of the treasure map character in order to fully max out their limit break abilities, because that's very expensive. That's actually 50% of the cost of the entire character. So if you're missing a character, first get 1 copy, max them out. Then you can work on other treasure map characters that you're missing. And once you've gotten all the treasure map characters, then go back and get the 8 extra copies of any characters you need in order to max out their limit break abilities. I've been Zeenigami, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Good luck on Hancock, and y'all stay beautiful.